Hi, Dr. Success here, and I'm talking about some of the simple concepts which I believe everyone should know. It's not just the doctors or something like that. Anyone has to understand this particular thing, and there are. This is one of the big research things what I'm going to talk about. Having met Dr. Stephen Sinatra, this guy is has got a big name in the field of metabolic cardiology, having practiced 30 plus years in the invasive cardiology. Invasive means he used to put a lot of stents and all that. Now he's talking only about one thing, which is grounding. What do you understand by grounding? I when I looked at this subject, for me it made sense. And having worked in energy medicine, trying to understand what are the things and all that, grounding, also called as earthing, is a therapeutic, can be used as a therapeutic technique, doing activities that ground or electrically reconnect you to the earth. uh, this is one thing which we always used to ponder, why there is heartbeat or whatever we are checking with the ECG. It's electrical axis, electric rhythm, we are looking into that. Even a thing called electroencephalogram, the activity of your brain waves, it's beta, theta, whatever things are there, alpha, beta. So this particular thing is again electrical impulses. So I stumbled upon something like what is photobiomodulation, what are the electrical axis, what are the photons which are doing. So having got into that all stuffs, I realized, yes, there is something like this what Stephen Sinatra is talking about is absolutely thing. And I really felt we need to reconnect with the Mother Earth, and we'll be discussing about this, exploring earthing science and benefits behind it. This is one of the big things when we call about, as a physician, when I'm talking about all these stuffs. I really, this is so intricate things. You really don't have to do much major things. You need to reconnect with your nature, so that you can always get a lot of benefits. You really don't have to pump in a lot of medications and all. So this is how what we are talking about is, this is being used in mental health treatment for a while. People have done a lot of work on this particular thing. So let's come back to what the science says. Grounding is currently a under research topic, where very few scientific studies were conducted on the benefits of this grounding. However, the most recent research has explored grounding for inflammation, for cardiovascular disease, muscle damage, chronic pain, and mood. Lot into new things again. Um, this was a difficult. What is the connection between the inflammation, muscle pain, cardiovascular disease, neural pain, chronic pain? So let us try to look into that. The central theory from one review study is that the grounding affects the living matrix, which is the central connector between the living cells. I happen to work on something like extracellular matrix, which is something which is, I believe this is between the between each cell there is extracellular matrix space, and that one is, if we are able to generate the inflow and outflow of sodium, potassium, and other stuffs, which is normally happens with the gradient, and then you are much healthy, and really you don't have. So there is always this electrical conductivity exists within the matrix, that functions as an immune system defense, similar to antioxidants. They believe that through grounding, the natural defenses of the body can be restored, and this requires a big work. And grounding and heart health, there was a small study which was done, and where healthy patients were grounded using patches on the palms of their hands and the soles of their feet. So after that, Measurements were taken before and after grounding to determine any changes in the red blood cell fluidity, which plays a role in the heart health. We talk about clumping of red cells. When the red cells they start getting clumped, you get into problems. So at the moment there's no clumping, and so what was checked was in a dark field microscope is before and after. So after the grounding, the clumping was less, which suggests the cardiovascular health benefits. So there was another large study on post-exercise muscle damage, which researchers used both grounding patches and mats and measured creatine kinase, white blood cell count, and pain levels before and after grounding. So this blood work indicates that grounding reduced muscle damage and pain in the participants, and this suggests that the grounding may influence the healing abilities. So this is one thing which always try to be or try to work on, that is patients coming with the pain, stress, depression, fatigue, and all these things are reducing a lot of, all these participants what was done. So some studies were done using the thermo scan to detect the inflammation and all that, and blood markers for the easy kind of stuff. So this one thing which I always wanted to share is this grounding, and what best you can do, what are the types of grounding or earthing. I recommend you people to reconnect with your earth. That's the most important thing. The one thing which helps, a best thing is at least walking barefoot in your home at least, and you can always see if you are walking barefoot on the grass, that's one of the easiest way to ground yourself to the earth. And even it can be happening with the sand, mud, what allowing your skin to touch the natural ground, and provide you that grounding energy. We have been always we talk about grounding with water, grounding with water, submersing in water, walking on the beach in the water, and even just simply you can, if you don't have that, simply keeping your hands as well as feet into the water will make a much difference. You can always realize that later. This one I suggest, if you can just put your hands or feet into the water and see the kind of things. There are big things which always are there in the market now, which are called grounding mats. You have got grounding socks, you have got sheets, blankets, and all that. I don't want to go into much details, but you should know the concept, what exactly, and what as a doctor. I believe that if you are grounded well, you are not going to get into something like chronic fatigue. You are not going into something like chronic pain. Your anxiety and depression will be lessened. You will not get your sleep problems may go off. You will not get into something like you're not a it makes it, this is all peer reviewed studies. The therapy, there was a group actually, massage therapist, who used to they never used to get grounded, and when they were told to go for grounded, in the sense when they were used to give massage, they removed their footwear, and they were grounded with this particular stuff. And once with grounding, all of them therapists experienced improvement in the sleep length and the reduced sleep disturbances with grounding therapy. This is one thing, and another one was blood pressure was less when you have people. There was a study which showed how this therapy reduced the blood pressure. There are so many things, but this is the most easiest thing. And in our Indian culture, I can always tell you, we try to enter into home leaving our footwear outside, and yes, I always have been talking about this, how to work it out. So whenever you are indoors or you are in the outdoors also, if you have got a option, try to see that you remove your footwear and start grounding yourself. There are a lot of stuffs which can is there in this one, but I can always tell you the best particular thing what we found out was, It is just like washing your hands or feet once you come into the home. Or water is a good source. It has got a lot of positive hydrogens, and water can be used in a big way. And wash your feet when you are going for a sleep, and you see the difference. And that will this is one thing which amplifies your grounding in a big way. And yes, you have to you need to get into things how you connect with the nature. I would highly suggest you to look into these things, so that you will not get into some this chronic diseases and all that. Even if you are into that, you can always get away with that. Thank you.